Hey everybody, what's good? This is SunjuKris back with another video. What I got for you guys is going to be very interesting. I'm ready. I'm excited. I don't know what this video is actually have in store, but from the looks of it and the title, this may be a hit. What we got right here is called Three Short Scary Story by no other Wansee Entertainment. For those that actually want to watch the original content, the link will be in the description down below. Comment, like, and subscribe. There will be more videos just like this. Maybe because it's going into the fall weather, and not only that, it's Halloween, so it's that like excitement celebration within this time. So no further ado, let's get started. Yo. How I hit the wrong button again. Alright.
I had a hobby of capturing some ghost stories that I found on the internet and putting them one by one in my cell phone's album. Then one night, I suddenly had a nightmare. I couldn't move my body at all, and at the same time,
Was she going through
something
sleep
caught my
paralysis?
eyes. It was a female
Oh my
ghost
gosh.
sitting at my
What the heck
bedside.
is that?
She was muttering something while holding my cell phone. And when I looked more closely,
I guess
I
whoever
could
was in that
see
cell
that she
phone was
was
important.
watching those scary stories in my phone's album that I had captured, swiping her finger on the screen quickly. This
Oh.
is funny. This is funny.
I
And
would have been
this
like, girl, what's funny?
is
You gonna show it
very
to me? Can I
funny.
see?
This is funny.
Okay, it's
About a
funny.
few
You
years
saying it out
ago,
loud. You're
I
not
had
gonna
a
show me?
roommate
Like,
when I
that's
was
all
living in the
I'm asking, bro.
dormitory.
It's just,
She was a pretty famous
come on.
person in our major class and was known as someone who could see ghosts. Anyway,
So
I
is she
was in
like
the
a
middle
spirit
of a
medium
test
then? If
period,
she could see
and
ghosts?
there were lots of post-it notes around my desk, which I put to memorize what I had studied. Then one day, my roommate looked at my desk and suddenly told me to take off all the post-it notes right away. Wondering why, I asked what was wrong
Right.
with it, and she
Like,
replied,
is it
saying
bothering her?
this. I woke up for a moment in the morning a few days ago,
Uh,
and there was a woman sitting in front of your desk, and she was reading all of the post-it notes you wrote. Nothing could have been more creepier than what she told me. After that, I no longer put anything on my desk. Never.
that shouldn't be right. That's your desk.
There
You
was
should be able to
once a
have
man,
post-it notes if you
and the
wanted to.
world he lived in had been full of devastation for a very long
That must
time.
have been like
He
her
was
mother.
constant.
The only thing, the reason, like, there's no telling what was actually on those post-it notes. That could. My thing is this. That's her roommate. They live together. They in small quarters together, and they spend most of their time studying in the same area, which is in their room. She, what I don't like is that you gonna end up telling her a couple days after the fact that you first seen the ghost that was sitting at her desk, as if that wasn't an issue. So I don't understand the time period of the situation between both of the roommates. I don't know if they was on vacation. I don't know if it was some break. I don't know if it was the weekend or any of that. But the simple fact that she only told her couple days after, like 4 days or so or not, she mentioned that she seen a woman, a girl, standing and reading the post-it notes that was on her wall. And now you want to tell me that somebody was in our room and you just now want to verify that with me? I don't get why she even waited to begin with to tell her that part of the story of what she saw that day or that night, because I feel like if something actually happened that quick within that day, wouldn't you want to report it or tell or mention it to your roommate the next day instead of letting this entity, this spirit, this poltergeist, or whatever this thing is, get a chance to get the upper hand on either you or your roommate? Which is why I uh dislike that because that shows like okay, their relationship as a roommate, they're not really talking too much if so or not because she waited a couple days after to mention that she seen a ghost. Like what if the roommate herself also seen a ghost as well within the time that she's been living with you as roommates together? And yeah, y'all could have came up with some idea or find some not situation, but conclusion to figure out what this is. If this is some hoax, or you guys both hallucinating, or you guys both dreaming. If if not, y'all could have worked this out together within the next day instead of a couple of days. Everybody was gonna be thinking you talking to the dead or talking to yourself. Oh, that's crazy.
Wandering from place to place. On one night, he was fortunately able to stay in a house. He was so touched and grateful for the kindness of the house's owner, who let him in and offered him a meal and shelter, especially during a time like this. The next
Oh, that was
day,
nice.
the owner placed a letter in his hand while the man thanked him and was about to leave the house. Young man, if you're really appreciative, please deliver this letter to the town over there. But listen, do not open it when you are on the way. He spoke to the man so
That sounds
desperately.
like a warning.
The man left the
Why should
house saying yes. However, on his way to the village, where the owner told him to go, the man suddenly
Okay, so the
became
owner gave
curious
him
about
some
the
food, but he didn't
contents
give him
of
no
the letter,
shoes?
so he finally opened it and read it on the spot. And the letter was written like this:
This is the
"This
last
is the
food we
last
sent.
food we will send."
Okay, you could have just gave me a pair of shoes then, since that was gonna be the last food that you was gonna send. Oh, okay. So I guess that's pretty much it in the video, which was pretty interesting. So it's like, I don't know. This what threw me into a loop. This wasn't what I really actually was expecting. I thought it was gonna go towards the medium side with her actually seeing spirits, and it was gonna cause like a freak accident between her and her roommate, and she would have got like evicted or sent to another dorm. This one just actually threw me in the loop because it was hard to actually figure out what situation was really occurring. As far as like she was able to see ghosts, but then it went from her seeing ghosts to like being in a different living situation and helping those in need, which wasn't even her. She just talking in the background, so it's a guy that's in the video. So this one was kind of odd to describe. On top of that, I thought like what if she was just hallucinating or the simple fact like yeah that she was just hallucinating and this isn't really happening, this is all in her mind, this isn't like this isn't the thoughts that she was looking for. Okay, so that's why I'm thinking like this ain't what I was expecting, or I'm thinking it was going to have a different twist to it as far as like her seeing the ghost, her being the medium, her actually being haunted by the ghost that was in her dorm, and the one that was also on her bedside. This did turn out exactly as I thought it would. So it's like it's those small little scenarios that like it's hard to describe because it's just I wasn't picturing like the ending situation. I was still imagining her being in the dorm and dealing with the ghost that was still following her around. This is a different scenario. So but it was good until actually ended the way it did because I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so is he a ghost? Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he also a medium as well too? The homeless man that they helped to provide food for and then end up giving him the last note saying this is your last meal. So that's where like my mind is at because nothing actually happened except for that she was just being followed a lot. And then I'm guessing later on in life that she was just helping those in need. But towards the end, it didn't. So it was nice. It was interesting. I don't know if there's more to this story or it may be a part two. If so, I'm still wondering what's going to happen next. And if it is, I will be definitely checking that out when it actually comes out. When it actually comes out, I'll check it out. So I think this is pretty much the end of the video. Uh, thank you guys. I'm sorry, I'm just a little hesitant because it's like I'm just not like there yet with how it ended. Like I really wanted like something to like be different than how it was in between her in the dorm and then the living quarters that she's at now. So I don't know if this is like in the future or if this is still within the present time. But it's just at a different location. It's just not what I expected. So it's hard to wrap my head around this and everything. So, hmm. This gonna leave my mindset in a funk right about now. I just know it is because it's not like, ugh, yo, like this is seriously something that I did not expect from Wansee. Cause it's like he can go to different variety of ways of how this can still continue, and yet I can be surprised and shocked as hell. Oh, this is so terrible, man. Oh my gosh, Wansee, what did you do to me, yo? I feel like it's a surprise with this storyline. If it is, then I'm gonna be shocked because this is. I feel like this is not the end of that. This is not the end of that. It's more to it. Oh gosh. All right. Well, I'm gonna start ranting. I'm gonna just start ranting because it's not getting me nowhere. It's just leaving me with nothing but more conclusions and hypotheses, and I don't know where this is going, yo. So I would just end it here. Like I said again, this is my last final time saying that. Thank you guys that actually came to the channel to check out the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is SunjuKris.